Welcome into the Wacky Dynasty Podcast. What's happening for him?
Hey, YouTube world, it's yours truly. And I'm joined by my co host, Luis Lopez.
AKA Ray William Johnson.
Let's get
That'll
right into it. We're in the playoffs. Pretty crazy
go,
time of the
dude.
year.
It is a wacky time of the year. Regular season football seems to have so much more meaning nowadays.
Yeah, like Titans Jags matchup. That was pretty cool.
You say that, but I needed that. What did the Jags play the Raiders last week?
Yeah,
I needed a big one from Brian Thomas, and I got it. But let's move on here. We're gonna get into a round one recap, highlighting a couple of games that happened. First up, we got the Twin City Gritty Committee versus I Love Women. Whoa! Hold on, Forum. The dictionary just popped up for some reason.
what?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. The dictionary. You'll see it when you watch the YouTube video. I know you're gonna watch.
Maybe you can use
Um,
it to expand your vocab this episode.
Maybe that's what they're trying to have me do. Maybe it's because they saw Elvis on screen. But this is a pretty crazy game. High scoring affair, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen just going crazy. Chase
He
Brown,
needed it.
can't believe somebody traded him away. That's crazy, too.
But then you
Uh,
see down there, I think the same person traded him Derrick Henry, and he kind of sucked.
True. Look at Tyreek Hill, too.
Yeah, I think someone traded him away as well, and is probably really liking that decision now.
Yeah, I mean, a good game from Zach, a very good effort. Tyrone Tracy put up a stinker. That was the difference. Everyone else on his team, Marv wasn't great either.
I mean, the
But
biggest deciding factor was obviously Josh Allen on the other side, and what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about that?
just just an absolute battle in round one here.
Yeah, battle of the week for sure. Because then as we move on, here to this next game, um, Paul's team not up to snuff, unfortunately.
No. Well, he sold, I mean, Brock Purdy, come on, buddy.
True.
He has an elite weapon like Debo. He can't be putting up points like that.
You can say that again.
Uh
Um,
Jawan Jennings, also a stinker that goes hand in hand with Purdy.
yeah,
And
9 targets and only 2 catches. That's pretty crazy.
Kate Otten with a rough game. Think he got hurt.
He got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt in it. Can't blame him too much. But
And
down there is the real stinker.
the big deadline acquisition, Amari Cooper. Got him. I believe that was the last trade of the before the deadline.
Gross. More like Amari Pooper, which we said
That's
in
right.
the trade episode. So go back and watch that if you haven't.
And Brian Thomas Jr. and James Conner just going absolute crazy.
Yeah, Brian Thomas
Abs-
Jr. is looking like one of the best picks in the draft if it wasn't for that other guy right down there, Brock Bowers.
I dare to say they went sicko mode that week.
I would agree with you. His whole team went second mode. I mean, he's putting up almost 160, and that's with a Burrow and Chase game that it's not bad. Burrow's is kind of
And
bad,
a bad Brock Bowers game too.
and a bad Brock game, and his team is still putting up almost 160. Charbonnet is looking fine when he plays. Um, yeah, not too much to say.
Yeah,
Just utter domination from Chris
just
here.
from Chris, the people's champion, no matter what happens.
No matter what happens. All right. Moving on here. We got some more fun things to talk about. We got a round two recap, semifinals edition. And we're gonna start this one off with our stinkiest uh game of the week. Yikes. Zach, give some commentary on Ian's team.
Um, I mean, just an absolute dog shit performance from just about everybody. You got
Well, Hurts was hurt.
Old man Devontae Adams had a decent game. Uh, but otherwise, yeah, it's just been a rapid decline for Ian's team these last few weeks. Uh, Very similar to what happened to my team last year. It's
Hurts.
not looking good for Ian.
No, I mean Hurts got hurt. That's an upside. He has Jalen Hurts, who's young. He can run. Good quarterback. Good system. The rest of the starting lineup is a bit scary. Um, Reese and Smith excluded, but every other player is like 35 plus. It seems like it's a bit worrisome.
35 plus. I think Aaron Jones is 28.
You know what I'm saying, though.
I
But
do. I know exactly what you're saying. And
Ian was battling a lot of injuries too. It's just a rough week.
then same thing from Chris, another almost 160 game. Everybody's contributing this time.
Yeah,
James Conner and Brian Thomas Jr., dude, just going
again.
absolutely uh dicko mode in the playoffs even.
And there was some worry for them or for Connor playing this week, and now he's healthy. So no worries again. Rams love
Yeah,
giving it up on the ground, so the
that
people's
Burrow and
champ
Chase stack is just an automatic 40-point minimum.
seems like it, or close to it. We'll see about this week. This week, tough matchup. We'll get into that later. I shouldn't. I'm speaking out my ass right now. Anything else you want to mention about this game?
Uh no. I mean, proof is in the pudding right there. Just looking at the score tells you all you need to.
Moving on, then we got a more fun matchup. This game really came down to the wire for Cade and Tim. A grudge match. The AAA team versus the Major League squad.
Yeah, what Tim calls his minor league team. Bit of an underperformance, still pretty good week, but when you're playing Cade in the semifinals, you got to put up big numbers. And TJ Hawkinson, stinky game. Josh Allen, worst game of the season, maybe. Probably not,
Tyreek.
but definitely not a good one. Yeah, and
Oh,
Tyreek,
actually, other than those, I mean, no one really went off on his other than Saquon. Saquon had 27.
yeah,
Henry had 20. So his running backs came to play like they usually do. But like other than that, nothing crazy on his side, unfortunately. I mean, 119 is still a respectable number. But like you said, it's not going to be enough against
yeah.
Cade's team.
Uh, Very similar to Cade's team, actually, with he started the B-Rob duo, which is, I can't deny, it's pretty cool. Uh,
It's always cool to see.
but Brian didn't do shit. And
Fumbled twice.
Bijan had a pretty good game. Lamar had a
Yeah.
decent game, actually not great for Lamar, but the rest of Cade's team just putting up good
Solid
performances
numbers
and yeah, just slightly better than Tim.
this week.
Josh Allen really fucked him this
Josh
week.
Allen really fucked him. If he got his normal like 20 points, he wins this game pretty easily. But that's what happens when you're playing the vaunted New England defense.
Yeah,
Move on here to the draft order, and we have a sound for this one. All right, no, we don't because it wasn't playing, and I'm not waiting for it. Pick one or pick six, I should say, was Zach, and there was a bit of a. I'm noticing that you spelled it right this time, ZAC.
yeah,
When we did the live reaction for the draft order, there was a K after the C, and let me tell you, the feelings were all over the place. But
I
then
don't know
Zach
what
let
you're
us.
talking about, dude.
I got it recorded, dude. You can't lie to the people.
There's no proof.
Why is there a black SUV outside my house, Zach?
You better shut your mouth.
Um. So, anyways, Zach with a C getting the sixth pick. Um. Next up was Paul. These two had the same amount of odds at the fifth and sixth pick. And it's really just 50-50 chance between those two who's going to get it. And Zach, unfortunately, came out with the sixth, and Paul was just happy to get the fifth.
Yeah. R.I.P. to
We
T
got Aaron.
Jacks too.
Yeah, RIP.
He was a real one.
Next up, pick 4, we got Aaron. Again, this is where he was slotted to be. So no complaints there. And then I'll let you do the commentary on this next one, Zach.
Yeah, Luis ends up with the third pick. Pretty stinky for him. It's going to be Tet and Shanty, and then kind of everyone else is a tier below. So better than
You say
fourth,
that.
not as good as second. That's my hot take.
You say that, but you never know with Garrett.
Facts,
He's what is
Steeler,
known as a wild card.
the Heisman too, Travis Hunter could make a good number one pick.
I heard that there's a direct correlation between winning Heisman and being a good NFL player. So I would listen to that. Pick 2, this was actually huge. Big
Yeah,
implications here.
little flip flop here between picks 2 and 1. Garrett flipped with Garrett. Nice for me because I have Garrett's second round pick, so I'll have the 201 instead of the 202. But just unfortunate that my pick ended up being in the lottery at all. I had the
Of
unluckiest
course.
season of all time.
And I would say not enough people are talking about it.
Yeah, I mean nobody could have saw this coming. It's kind of like never mind. Gonna mention a famous attack, but
There is a lot you could have went with, so no one will know, and no one can get mad at you.
right.
All right, so this is
Um,
our final draft order. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, no, go ahead. I have nothing.
Okay, this is the final draft order, pending championship and third and fourth place uh, turnout. Those will just go in reverse order. So whoever loses the third, fourth game gets third, so on and so forth. I'm not going to explain that. I think everyone knows. But yeah, fun times. Everyone around who needed to see it, and the feelings were all over the place. And I'm looking forward to September.
Yeah,
Move in here to a little guillotine update. Now, no one got eliminated, but I think it is worth mentioning that Garrett and Cade are fighting for supremacy.
yeah. Congrats, boys. Absolute stellar performance. Major choke job from that dude who had 400 left and didn't spend any of it the last few weeks.
Refused to spend any.
Just absolutely mind-boggling. It's like when Peter LaFleur put the blindfold on in overtime in the movie Dodgeball, a true underdog story.
Except this isn't a movie. This is real life.
Yeah, so he got eliminated, and you know, good luck.
Good
Pretty
luck to both of
crazy,
you.
pretty crazy. Two
Right
guillotine
now,
boy or two dynasty boys. Make us proud.
right now, uh, Cade has 38.32 with Lamar and Nico going, and Garrett has 24.5 with Derrick Henry going. So Garrett
Pretty
off to a
pretty
little better start.
pretty good starts for
Maybe.
both.
Yeah, Lamar went off. Nico had an off game, but Lamar going off probably helps balance that out. And Derrick Henry had a huge game. So good luck to both of you. I can't wait to do that again next year. All right, now time for a little championship update. Uh, right now, Cade has a slight advantage according to Sleeper. Um, to Chris, and these are their starting lineups as
The
of right
big
now.
thing, Lamar had a great start.
Huge start.
Charbonnet,
And
not
we did
great.
say that. Hold on, we got to go back to Lamar. Lamar did that while carrying the ball 4 times and completing 10 passes.
Yeah,
He's
he's
really good.
nutty. Um, Biggest thing here to look at is Amir Abdullah starting for a quote unquote championship team.
Picked up earlier this week.
Just insanity. But when you draft dudes who refuse to play week 17, that's what happens.
That's what happened. I mean, yeah, they're clearly just selfish players who don't wanna try for tight end university. And why would you with a owner like that?
Yeah.
And then Charbonnet, like you mentioned, kind of an odd game. That was one of the worst football games I've ever had to watch. And I didn't have to watch it, but I was, it's championship week. You gotta watch some football. And it was hard to
You gotta
watch.
watch some football.
Uh 6-3 was the final score. Both offenses couldn't do shit in the rain. And yeah, I was watching a lot of YouTube while I watched that. So
Yeah, but still anybody's ship. Uh Good luck, Cade. I know we give you a hard time, but you've built a great team. So good luck to both of you.
good luck to
But
both
we
of
want
you colors.
but we want Chris to win.
Yeah. Um so next time on the Wacky Dynasty podcast, we're hopefully gonna have a championship crowned. I don't know why we wouldn't, but you never know. We'll talk about the recap of that, maybe a little season recap, and most importantly, we're gonna reveal the um what is it? The awards nominees. We'll
A
have a
few other
poll sent
things,
out. Yeah,
a few other things league related. As soon as that Monday night game ends this week, the trades will be back online, and free agent acquisitions will be shut off.
we should
So,
maybe send a text because I don't know if everyone's gonna watch this before Monday.
well, most of but they'll know. We'll figure it out. It's the same as last year.
It is the same as last year, and if people had questions, they would probably ask. Maybe. Who knows? I'm not sure. Right now, we are recording during the Chargers Patriots game, and Lad McConkey just caught like a 40-yard touchdown. That was insane.
Woo. Glad McStinky.
Thanks, dude. Any last parting words to give to our fans before the season ends?
Um, just keep it real. Quit
Keep it
flickering the
real.
lights.
Don't flicker on and off the lights. And from me to you, thank you for watching the Wacky Dynasty podcast. My name is Ray William Johnson, and I approve this message.